each and every one of you. I hope you had a wonderful night yesterday. Antonina, Maria Lydia, Ikia, Felipe, Jesus Vicente, Aurora, Maria Lydia, Maria Goretti, Ruzel. I hope all of you guys are doing well. Today is the 24th of February 2021, and our first subject for today is English language, and the topic is indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns. But before we start looking at indefinite pronouns, it is important for us to look at what happened in the previous English lesson. As you all know, in our previous English lesson, we were looking at reported speech. And we did say that reported speech is using the words of the speaker exactly the way he or she used those words. And we said the first speaker uses direct speech, while the second speaker uses indirect or reported speech. And we said in order to report speech, the verb in the first sentence, which is always present in the present tense, changes into the past tense when reporting what the first speaker said. For instance, we are having a party tonight. We are having a party tonight. Is in the present tense. If you want to report this, we now say, if it is the words of the teacher, let us say the teacher said, we are having a party tonight. To report that, we say the teacher told us, or the teacher said, we were, changes to were having a party that night. We were having a party that night. Let us take another one. A doctor is coming to visit our school tomorrow, said the director. A doctor is coming to visit our school tomorrow, said the director. To report that, we say a doctor was coming, or the director said, a doctor was coming to visit our school the next day. A doctor was coming to visit our school the next day. We saw the time changes when reporting speech. We saw how noun changes to them, are changes to were, is changes to was, noun changes to them, today changes to the next day, this week, that month, that year changes to, not this week, that month, that year, this week, this month, this year changes to that month, that year, that week. These are some of the changes that we saw in reported speech. Today we are looking at indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns. What are indefinite pronouns? Indefinite pronouns are pronouns or words we use when we don't want to talk about people. We don't want to mention the name of people, things, or places. When we don't want to mention the names of people, things, or places. Of course, we have seen different types of pronouns like possessive pronouns, personal pronouns. But today we are looking at indefinite pronouns. They are pronouns used when we don't want to mention the name of people, things, and places. So let us see example of indefinite pronouns. Someone, something, somewhere, everyone, everything, everywhere, no one, nothing, anyway, etc. These are all indefinite pronouns. How then do we use these indefinite pronouns in sentences? Let us take the first example, someone. If Ikia is standing at the door, and maybe Maria Lydia doesn't want to mention the name of Ikia, and she uses an indefinite pronoun, she can just say, teacher, someone is standing at the door. Someone is standing at the door. Someone is standing at the door. Let us take the second example, something. If I have a tennis ball in a bag, and I give the bag to Felipe, and tell Felipe to use an indefinite pronoun to tell me about the bag, or he is going to say, something is inside the bag. He will not say a tennis ball is inside the bag. He will say something. Something replaces the name of the tennis ball. So something is an indefinite pronoun. Let us take the example of somewhere. Somewhere. If your money got missing in maybe Los Angeles, Your money got missing in Los Angeles, and you want to tell your friend about the money that got missing, but you don't want to mention Los Angeles in the sentence. You will tell your friend, my money got missing somewhere, somewhere, somewhere. Okay, let us take the next example. Everyone. If we decide to invite a celebrity to our school, let us take the example of Amphibio. He's an artist, a singer. If we decide to invite him to our school, and then maybe he is supposed to visit our school on a Tuesday, and we will be informed on a Monday that Amphibio is coming to visit our school. And then early on the morning on Tuesday, and you get to school, you saw Samuela, Maria, Lydia, children from all the other classes that you can call their names, you know their names, but you want to use an indefinite pronoun. You will say everyone is waiting for the guest. Everyone is waiting for the guest. That means everyone in school is waiting for the guest. Okay, you can use the other indefinite pronouns like everything. Everything in our school is beautiful. We don't know what is beautiful. We just use the indefinite pronouns everything. We are not calling things like chairs, dogs, like tables. We just use everything. So everywhere, we can say there are cars everywhere in Malabo. Everywhere is not the name of any place. But if you say there are cars at Akaide, it is not an indefinite pronoun because you have mentioned the name of a place. So you can say there are cars everywhere. Everywhere. Okay. So after leaving our indefinite pronouns, we'll be looking at negative sentences and questions. Negative sentences and questions. Negative sentences. What are negative sentences? Sentences that are negative in their nature, that they do not ask for a positive response. Take for instance, we know of chief and doctor. Everything is wrong with my inventions. That is what the doctor said, professor. Everything is wrong with my inventions. It's a negative sentence. Everyone is not happy. Wrong is negative. Not happy is negative. So these are negative sentences. Let us look at negative questions. Is there anything wrong with professor? Is there anything wrong, professor? Is there anything wrong? That means there is a problem. It is a negative question. Is anyone hurt? Being hurt is not a good thing. So it is a negative question. We use question tags. Now looking at question tags, we saw question tags in our previous lessons. But since this particular lesson is linked up with question tags, it is important for us to take a little flashback on question tags. I know that question tags are short words that are used at the end of sentences to make their questions. They are short words that are used at the end of sentences to make their questions. And when the sentence is positive, the tag becomes negative. When the sentence is positive, the tag becomes negative. For instance, they are coming to visit us. That is a positive sentence. They are coming to visit us. If you want to add a tag to it, it becomes aren't they? Aren't they? So when there is a positive sentence, the tag is negative. Let us take another one. She isn't my sister. She isn't my sister. That is a negative sentence. Now, for the tag will be is she. She isn't my sister. Is she? Okay, she isn't my sister. Is she? So we see question tags and we say that tags are words that are added to a sentence to, like the speaker wants to know if the person listening to him or her agrees with what he or she is saying. For instance, do you agree? When we say, am I right? When I say, isn't it, it means, do you agree? Am I right? It's the same thing as am I right? So, I have given you some exercises at the end of this particular topic. You will find exercises on the PDF paper that I have sent to you and you do those exercises. I have also referred you to your class workbook, family and friends class workbook. You will do the exercises. I've indicated the pages on our platform. Now, for those of you who cannot afford the PDF paper, who cannot print the PDF paper from the platform, you can come over to school and pick. The papers are already here. They are already at the receptionist. We have printed out copies for you. The copies are enough for everyone. You can get copies from the receptionist. Please do endeavor to do your exercises and bring them back so that we can mark and give your books back to you, so that when there is a lesson, you can continue to follow up your lesson and copy your notes. And like I said earlier, if you have any private or individual question or worry, you can always go on my private WhatsApp and let me know what your worries are all about. The reason being that these messages should not be sent to our general platform, because some other people who do not have questions to ask are going to receive the same messages, and it will help to reduce the data they have for connection. So please, that is the main reason why, if you have a personal question or worry, you should go on my WhatsApp platform. Thank you very much, guys. Today is a Wednesday. Tomorrow, Thursday, we'll continue with our lessons. And to make sure that you guys are really learning, I'm always expecting questions from you, be it in any subject area that I'm the one responsible for that particular subject. I'm ready to answer your questions, especially on my private WhatsApp. Thank you very much. If there is any problem as to how things are going on during this online teaching on my private WhatsApp, you can also make your own recommendations on how we can improve on it. Thank you very much and